Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hallownest! I was hoping I could get to the other wall in time to show off my new ability. Nah. Last time, we went back up to Forgotten Crossroads, to a new part of it, to find two shops that we hadn't seen before. And let's just say, I was very charmed by what they had in stock. After that, we came down here to the Fungal Wastes, deep into the world, went all the way down here to the Mantis Village, where we picked up our new ability, the Mantis Claw, where somewhere, it's right here, which lets us wall jump. And let me tell you, with this one single ability in our possession, the number of explorable areas has gone from 3 to, like, 7. With this ability alone, you are able to access the vast majority of the world. There's only like 2 big areas that you can't get to with this thing. This is the point when the game really breaks you loose. You're allowed to go pretty much wherever you want, provided you know how to get there, or like provided you find the right tools to get there in some cases. And then from there, you just make progress in whatever order seems fit for you. You just kind of stumble around, see what you run across, and the game will naturally complete itself over that time. It's pretty friggin' cool. I love this game's progression system. For a set of charms to start us off, I think, today, how about Stalwart Shell, since I don't know if I'm ever gonna think to put this on otherwise, and since I would put on Mark of Pride, but since we only have two left, or actually, how about Dashmaster? Yeah, Dashmaster sounds good. Anyway, being given so many options on how to progress means that I will no longer know exactly what I'm going to be doing each video from this point onwards. I'm just going to have to kind of make it up, see what sounds best to me, and I think right now what sounds best to me is going down to see what these guys were guarding down here. We defeated the Mantis Lords last time, far earlier than you're intended to, I'm pretty sure, but I like to challenge myself by doing it this early, so that's what I did. And they were guarding a door that they weren't letting us through, unless we beat them. Now that we've beaten them, maybe they'll let us see what's on the other side. While I'm on the way, take a listen to this music. I will have to bow to them every time I pass them. It's only a brief listen, but when you're down here in the Mantis Village, the Fungal Wastes music puts on this beautiful, like, soothing string instrument. I don't know exactly what instrument it is, but it's awesome. I think it is the best version of the Fungal Wastes theme by far. Okay, into new realms we go. If you remember, earlier in the Mantis Village, there was a sign that said, "Our truce holds, the beasts are kept at bay." I'm assuming these are those beasts. Those are their weapons, after all. Welcome to Deepnest, basically the Blight Town of Hallownest, an area that's very dark, very creepy, very unpleasant. I wouldn't call it creepy per se, though I do know that it scares some people, but to me it's just kind of unpleasant to go through. And I actually do prefer going through Blight Town in Dark Souls. We start off with, living spikes. They act the same as normal spikes, they just make a noise, whereas the normal spikes do not. They also aren't shiny like the normal spikes, they're far dirtier. These are our geopiles for this area, a reinforced little container containing a bunch of money that look like those ones in the background, and hello? You an enemy? Come out with your hands where I can see them! This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and the passages are a dark, twisting maze. Unless you're well prepared, I'd urge you to leave. Though, if you're feeling strong enough to descend, would you like to buy my map? Sure, 38 geo. A lot cheaper than the previous ones, and there's a good reason for that. It's because he didn't make it very far in at all. He got like 3 rooms. And as you can see, the map is shoved off to the corner there. That's because Deepnest is quite big. The zoom out kind of spoils its true size, but it's there. Look at all these areas we found. This goes even deeper than the Fungal Wastes, which were the deepest point in the world from what we know up until now. What a horrid warren of angry beasts. It's going to take a whole lot of effort to climb out of this dark pit. I think I'll hide here for a little longer. I mean, the more you hide there, like, the more chance you have of being spotted by someone, so maybe it is best to get a move on a little early. Oh, okay, we start with some platforms. I just saved myself with the wall jump there. Once you get the wall jump, that's when this game becomes super fun to control. Ooh, okay, so I could go down below, or I could cheat. Yeah, just bounce up the spikes, and every time you gain height, I love That makes no sense at all, but I love how it works. It's really fun. Lets you cheese certain areas like that. I guess not really cheese, since it is the harder option, since you're putting yourself in danger from the spikes. Oh boy, welcome to the main part of Deepnest. We start off with a new enemy, or rather a new hazard. These are Garpedes. They travel through these tunnels, they are invincible, and you just have to avoid them. Simple as that. If you can get past these ones, you get some Geo. Oh god, yeah, I want Gathering Storm to get that Geo for me. Absolutely not. Don't leave it down there with the Garpedes, where the Garpedes come from. Okay, climb up. If you're wondering how you're supposed to find the journal entry and thus the name of things like that, you'll see how. Here's another new enemy, the Dirt Carvers. These guys are so annoying, and yet they're like one of the most frequent enemies here. They burrow into the ground, and, well, as you get near, they will burrow out of the ground and chase after you. They can even jump at you if you're really far away. They can also climb walls. If you hit them a couple times, they have a chance of burrowing back, in which case they just kind of disappear. If you can manage to kill them, though, well, don't celebrate too much because there's about 50 more where that one came from. I like this little divot, giving me a place to jump through. Why does it... Okay. The game was like, okay, come on. We're respawning you on the other side. Do better. Actually, no, it wasn't saying do better. It was saying, like, alright, you know, we won't make you do this again. We'll just let you go on because clearly you're too bad at the game. You can't handle those jumps. Man, those guys take forever to kill. Alright, got another set of Geo here. There we go. Barely avoided the Garpede. It's not the big a deal if you get hit by a Garpede. If you get hit by them, then you, obviously, you just take 1 damage, and then you have invincibility frames, so you can just walk right through the rest of them if you want. It's so unsatisfying whenever the Dirt Carvers burrow back in the ground, because they never reappear again, and I'm just sitting there like, come on, man! Give me your money! What are these Dirt Carvers doing with 6 Geo, anyway? I guess I've yet to show Stalwart Shell in action. Yeah, I was not knocked back nearly as much there, and my invincibility frames definitely lasted longer. That's what Stalwart Shell does, if you don't remember. 2 notches in exchange for that. Not a great effect, but with the right charms equipped, you can equip somewhat of a tank build, and Stalwart Shell definitely helps you with that. Stalwart Shell would be one of those charms. I kind of want to try doing that later in this series, though. I don't think I'm going to stick to that build for long. I do much prefer avoiding things. Okay, Vengeful Spirit makes them so much better, like it does with everything else. Reduces it down to 1 hit. Okay, fuck you. Those guys are Deep Hunters, I think. I think they are, right? Yes, Deep Hunters. They crawl along the walls. If they see you, they'll launch a fireball at you on occasion. And then they'll stop in places they do so, but they're still really dangerous. They're not really vulnerable, because they're still very dangerous to attack. Okay, there's you. Yep, there's their jump attacks. I think they just do that randomly as they're chasing you. Oof, I'm taking damage here. I'll just restore 1 point. That's all I need. Goes then, Vengeful Spirit for you. See? See, sometimes you want to save a health point, unless you were to fall directly into these spikes later, like 10 seconds later, which I can't blame you for. They are, after all, right there. At some point, I'd like to visit the Grubfather again, see if I can get an item that'll help with taking damage like that. Okay, here's a weird vertical room. If you look on the map, I'm right here, and we can go left to see nothing. Hooray! If only we could get some way to destroy this thing from down below. We could go up, but I'm feeling a little daredevilish, for lack of a better term that I thought of in my mind. So let's head deeper into this place, even deeper. Let's go into uncharted territory, quite literally. Alrighty. I go this way, cut the mushrooms. That won't cut the mustard. What's that saying for again? Cut the mustard? Like, if that won't do it, is that just what that means? You can see the bigger Geo that some enemies drop is worth 5. I think there's another one worth 20. I think it goes from 1 to 5 to 20. A little bit quick of a scale in Geo sizes, but you know, it's fine. They just drop however much is needed for more specific amounts. Oh my god, am I the only one that kind of hates the whole, like, $1 bill, $5 bill thing? God, paying with cash was such a freaking pain, because it's like, I want to buy something that costs, like, I'm at a store, and I want to buy something that costs, like, $3, and I have a $50 bill, and that's the only dollar bill that I have, and I'm like, I don't want to hand the cashier a $50 bill to buy something that's $3. But, so I have to go find something else. I have to go make an unplanned purchase. That's nothing but a death pit. Deepnest loves those. Breakable floors that lead directly to spikes. And sometimes Garpedes, except there was no breakable floor involved here, so that wasn't true. Gotcha in the butt. Get his ass! Something my sister likes to say a lot. Attacking enemies in video games. Okay, breakable floor. You always want to, like, cling onto the wall. First sign of that happening. Is there a lake here, or what? I don't know. That guy over there looks kind of familiar, though. Wonder where I've seen that face. Alright, well. Go this way. There's nothing. I do love the metal tink sound. Even if it means you didn't get a hit on it, that tink sound is just really satisfying, in a way. Could add, like, an even more forceful impact sound for a damage sound for an enemy like that. Oh, that could be so much fun. Alrighty. Kitty. Thank you for the 6 Geo. And what's here? Oh. Yet another spike pit down there. I think on my first playthrough, I'm pretty sure I fell in all of those because, I mean, could you really blame me? They were breakable floors that led to death pits. Okay, you can just subtly see the faint glow of that area up there. Yeah, that's like the only thing you can actually see other than where you currently are in this entire room. Down the chimney! Into the fireplace! We shall grant our gifts unto this household. Or something. Yep, I'm Santa Claus. That's the lore of Hollow Knight. It is a hot spring. The only small area of safety in the entirety of Deepnest. Almost. If we sit on the bench, we can see our newly filled out map. We're right down here. We can go to the right or the left, but unfortunately, we can't climb back out very easily. And yeah, if you're on your first playthrough this game, you might not want to do exactly what I'm doing here because this can get you stuck pretty easily. Okay, now let's keep going. Hello. Got a boxcar this way, I suppose. We can check this out real quick. This room is interesting. Got loads of Garpedes here, and the way they move is like you're supposed to get through from one side to the other. There's like 3 different exits out of this room, and in order to get to them, you have to navigate through all those Garpedes. It's pretty cool. This foreground is extending a little far. Secret! The corpse of a Garpede. This is how you unlock the entries for hazard enemies like this. You can find secret areas where they're just kind of lying in the open, and there's your journal entry for interacting with it. Giant burrower covered in thick shell plates tirelessly travels the tunnels of the Deepnest, and also is fucking loud, can I just say? Monstrously strong, and they shrug off any attacks you make on their thickly armored bodies. Luckily, if you simply avoid their paths, they'll leave you alone. True that. They are just obstacles, nothing more. Still, though, it is kind of creepy and kind of claustrophobic to have these giant bugs going through tunnels all around you. Yet another shadow barrier. I am unfortunately not the Lord of Darkness, so I cannot go through there. The Edge Lord of Darkness. Okay, nothing this way. Climb back up. That's my favorite way to climb a wall, I think, ever. Just jump while jumping up it like that. Okay, so... Yep. We were able to make it through there. But see, you have to kind of like go through this maze with Garpedes in the middle. It's pretty cool. Though it is somewhat annoying to traverse. Well, that's Deepnest for you. Deepnest is annoying, and it is, by all accounts, supposed to be annoying. Okay. Cut you down. Is there a... Okay, good. No dirt carvers here. That's at least good. That would have made this room so much worse. Hot spring sign that way, and... This is another boxcar. It's a tram. That's its official name, but you know. Door with an open slot. We still don't have a thing to put in that slot, so... Yeah, we're fresh out of luck here. Maybe this could connect back up to the one in Crossroads? If we were to turn it on and you have like a little shortcut down here? Maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see once we get a pass. Or whatever. A go-to card. Did I just dox myself by saying that? I don't know. I did not dox myself. I live in Minnesota. That's not doxing myself, that's just telling you the state of the country that I live in. The state of the US country. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying here. Can I do this yet? Wait a minute, can I do this room right now? I think I can. So in order to complete this challenge, you have to know that you can bounce off of spikes and similarly, like, hardened enemies like the Garpedes. You also have to not fail clinging onto that wall like I did. I think I can do this right now. I need to do it better than I have been, Jesus. Dash, there we go. And then bounce off those, give us a little boost. There's a dirt carver here, I will replenish that soul. And, you know, lose a health point in the process, it's okay. And then, just caught you. Bounce off you, bounce, 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 bounce. This is definitely a very hard challenge. You have to get through over all of those walls without messing up. It's difficult. And once you get this far, you're not even done. Oops, I meant to heal, but instead I shot the thing. That'll happen. You'll try to go heal, then your like shaky fingers will accidentally release the button too early, and then you end up shooting the thing instead when you didn't want to. Yeah, I've been there. Been there, done that. Just did it now, in fact. Right here. I guess I'll just have to sit here and wait. And yeah, I just beat this challenge. I'll be honest, I thought you needed something else for this, but no, you could just do this right now. Cool. Your reward is a piece of something, but not the somethings we're used to. Vessel fragment. Fragment of white vessel made to contain soul. Collect 2 more to form a full vessel, allowing you to carry more soul. That sounds good. So we'll be able to upgrade both our health and soul capacity by collecting more pieces of the respective things. Chop up these barrels. I don't need this. I don't need them. It's true, I really don't. They don't have anything for me. Not even rupees or anything. Not recovery hearts. They're useless. That was just a shortcut hallway to get us out of there without having to go backwards through the challenge. Could you imagine? Everything else is dead end, so back to the hot springs we go. To replenish our life essence. I did not... There are dirt carvers here? What? Okay, I think I have a vague memory of being attacked by one in this hallway before, but I did not remember there being dirt carvers in this hallway. Are they like random spawns? Guess so. Okay, here's this guy. Or this guy, you know, the guy right here, the pool of water, the guy. Exactly. Swapped out Dash Master for Long Nail because I'm not really dashing that much, and whenever I am, it's not for very long. Dash Master is basically a charm I'm going to be using for backtracking, mostly. The basic Wandering Husk enemy all the way down here. Interesting. Chop up those things. Nothing back there. Platforms. Platforms that dead end. Thanks. Thanks, level designer. I'm assuming there was just one of those. Maybe all of them pitched in on like everything. It's kind of how you have to. It's kind of how you have to operate when you're a small team like this. That wasn't even his final form. This is a corpse creeper. Upon killing any of the regular husk enemies from Crossroads in Deepnest, there is a 50% chance that they transform into those things, which then just rush at you, and honestly don't do a whole lot besides that. They don't have any other attacks, and honestly, they're really confused a lot of the time. Their AI tends to bug out, literally, haha, and just go in the most random directions. Like, we'll see if that happens here. Okay, yeah, he's turning into one. We'll try, like, running away down here. He just went the other way! Where are you? Okay, there you are. Okay, come this way. No. Okay, I don't exist anymore, apparently. What the fuck? I don't know. They felt a lot more aggressive the first time I fought them than every time past that. They've just been confused, wandering in the most random directions, so yeah, I guess they're really not that much after all. Spider webs. Do I want to go in there? Nah, I won't subject those of you with arachnophobia to spiders straight away. It'll have to happen later, but, you know, this early in the playthrough, I think that's a little too much. So instead of that, you did not turn. Sorry, you did not turn, thankfully. I just lost my way. Okay, I feel like I can jump back up here. I'm, like, getting stuck on something, yet I'm not able to do it. No worries. Found my way up. Like you were worried. You weren't worried. Why would you ever have any reason to be worried? I know what I'm doing. Alright, launch Vengeful Spirit at these guys. The other one went the other way. Great job. The ones that replace the horn heads are bigger. Whatever that's worth. It's easier to get hit by them, I guess. Sure. Okay, that breaks. Where's that drop? Oh my god, those guys take so many hits. At the point in the game I'm in. We will soon be exiting this area. I'm not doing everything that you can here. I just felt like coming in here at the start of the game to show you around a little bit, to show you what you have to expect later on. Got you. Uh-oh. There's a grub here. But I don't think I can reach it. Actually, wait. I think it's barely possible. Let me try this. Oh, fuck yes! I got it early! I'll be honest, I Okay, maybe I did that in a practice playthrough or something, but I didn't remember you were able to do that. But yes, you can. You usually need a later ability for that, but if you bounce off the spikes, no need. I love this game, man. Every time you play it, you discover something new you can do like that. It's so good. This game is so good. Speaking of which, now that we know he can bounce off spikes, this guy, remember this scrub in here, is now rescuable. I'll have to go back and do that. Yes? What about a goatee? Is there a man with a large beard around or a mustache? Isn't that, what's a goatee? Is it a beard or mustache? I don't know. Style of beard or mustache. 1964, I wonder what happened that year. It was 20 years before the collapse of society. Ah, it's him. Ah, how lovely. How lovely to meet in a place such as this. Okay. Okay, I have to say something. That voice clip there, the since my first playthrough of Hollow Knight, slowly but surely, most of my, like, local family has gotten into this game, and now we say Zote's voice lines, like, all the time. And I guess I need to provide additional context for this story. I have a cat who is going on, like, I want to say 16 years old. He's very old. And he is definitely a lot like a grumpy old man. That's his whole personality now. Ever since we got to additional cats, he's, like, hated us forever. And now it's just extremely grumpy, complains at everyone all day. And we use, like, Zote's voice to mimic him. It's fantastic. We pretend he says, like, things like that. The things Zote says down there. Oh, it's so great. Got a bench up here. Oh, I know what happened that year. What a wild fucking year that was. Can I just say? Jeez, it's like, it was crazy. Anyway, that's all I have to say on it right now. I guess I'll talk more about that in a bit. But in the meantime, NPC! Returning NPC! This whole area swarms with deadly critters, biting, burning, scratching types. I thought to test my strength against them. Now all that bravado has left me, and all I feel is tired and sore. I'm taking what brief rest I can, then I'm off in search of less terrifying challenge. This nest is no place to die. Agreed with that. There's a little bit you can see here. I think for now, I just want to sit at this bench and move on. Move on, back down, see if we can find a way to help Zote there. Whether he likes it or not, I'm helping him. That's what heroes in games do. Am I a hero, though? I'm not really sure. I guess I haven't decided on that yet. Alright, well, this is a really cool little bench, though. It's yet another rare safe spot of Deepnest, and it's an area where there's no, like, overbearing ambience, there's no loud as fuck garpedes running through the walls. It's just a quiet area where you sit on a bench, listen to the few critters around you, realize that you're surrounded by corpses and grow slightly less comfortable, but otherwise feel at peace in an otherwise dangerous area. I love moments like this in Hollow Knight. Such a great juxtaposition. If that's even the right word. I'm taking an English class in college, and he said, like, the meaning of juxtaposed, or whatever, is way different than what I thought. I thought it was, like, two ideas that don't go well together, that are, like, almost opposites being used together in something. For instance, in this case, a safe area being used in freaking Deepnest. That would be a juxtaposition to me, but maybe it's not correct? I don't know. Our terms for English are freaking weird. Because English is weird, so it only makes sense. This is a weird little combat arena filled with corpse creepers that reanimate corpses in the wild. No need to kill them yourself first or anything. I think these are the only guys to behave this way. Blasted both of them with a vengeful spirit. And, oh, hello. Got you. Alright, I guess talking more about 2020, I think I was lucky in that, I'm very shy and I don't really go outside very much. Well, I do sometimes nowadays to take walks, and obviously I have, like, college classes and things like that, but, I never went outside that often, around the time that started. So when it started, I was more than ready for it. I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. Finally, an excuse to stay inside. So it was actually kind of a positive experience for me, though I know it was obviously horrifying and, yeah, very, very Scary, very weird. The beasts of this land have found plenty of ingenious hiding places, but none so clever as the body of another creature. If you happen on such a beast, rejoice! You've hunted 2 creatures at once! 2 for the price of 1! Grandma. Where's that come from? The grandma at the end there. Is that just something Chugga Conroy says? And that I picked up? Because, you know, that's happened with a few other things. Hello there! Okay, honestly didn't expect to get that this early, but I guess that's my fault for coming this way. King's Idol. White idol depicting the King of Hallownest. Was he, like, wrapped up in a blanket the entire time, or what? The elusive king was worshipped through these idols. The elusive king. He never talked to his citizens? Relic from Hallownest's past. This item now holds little value except for those dedicated to him. Central same item description. We're moving on. I like these weird egg things. Hey, buddy, I'm here to rescue you, if that's what you want. Here you go. You're welcome. Oi, what are you doing, you clumsy little oaf? Swinging your rusty nail around in the darkness? You almost struck me, and if you had, it would have been the end of you, trust me. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. My weapon Life Ender has struck down hundreds of foes. Begone, or you'll be next. Yeah, you'll be first. You're not first, actually. He would actually want to be the first struck by a nail, because then he could at least be the first place at something. Are you lost in these dark tunnels? I don't care. No, I won't lead you out. I know the way due to my powerful memory, but I only travel alone. Be gone. Honestly, same with me. I don't even know if I was asking you that. I was just kind of staring at you, like... Pretty sure these eggs are supposed to belong to the insects down here. Wouldn't surprise me. There are spider webs down here after all. Ooh, I got the basic enemies entry. Took long enough. It's been 4 videos. What do I mean? These civilized bugs of Hallownest were weak in life, and now they're equally weak in death. Send them back into the dirt they were born in. I agree with that. Flashbacks to the time when I got hit by one of those guys for the first time, and I thought he was dealing 3 damage because I lost my lifeblood health from the bench, and I didn't notice. If you pay attention, or well, how can you pay attention with how Deepnest is? Every room looks the same. This is the dead end that we went into from this area. We are now back in, not the right button, we are now back in this room. We've just done a big circle. We went down, then we climbed back up. There is more to see down here. There's a doorway here, there's stuff down here, there's a tram that we can't access, but I think, in the meantime, let's climb up and out of this place. I think the map is indicating that it connects back to Fungal Wastes, if I'm not mistaken. Please die, I hate you. Something like that. Well, it goes up somewhere. You know what? You know what they say, when you're in a deep place, up is good. Go up. I do like how whenever you're lost in a Minecraft cave, all you really have to do is dig up through the ceiling and you'll get to the surface eventually. Though, it's kind of embarrassing how I have to do it every single time I go into a cave in Minecraft because I just get so freaking lost. I'm like, I want the riches! And then before you know it, I've been down there for like 2 hours. My inventory is stuffed and I need to get back home, and yet I'm completely lost. I don't know where I came from. Boom, boom. Just making it easier on myself. Now, interestingly, this is the one and only area in the game where Cornifer has 2 different locations. He can also appear here in case you missed him in the other area before. There's a particular reason why he appears here, which we will go over in a bit. In the meantime, I got dirt carvers to fight, and I need 100% focus on them, apparently, because I almost died. Well, no, I didn't almost die, but you know, who's counting? Perfect. That was amazing. Got them both down to 1 hit them both with the same nail strike. That felt great. I hate when they burrow in. How dare you, you cowards. I'm like hitting them upwards. There are so many in this area, and I don't get why. And welcome to Deepnest. This is what it's like. Spawns 5 trillion dirt carvers from the ground in front of you. Oh my god, seriously. There we go. There's a lot of blood coming out of you. A lot of fiery orange blood. Got a door into there, and no other options, so I guess in we go. There's a dead dirt carver here already. What? Where did that dead one come from? Wait, literally, where did it come from? It just disappeared like the corpses do themselves over time. Or do they? Do the corpses disappear? I don't know, maybe they do. Why is that one there? I never noticed that one there before. Alright, weird. Hit you. We have a secret bottom area for some geo, and die. Actually got both of them like that. There we go. I am making bank down here, let me tell you. There is a genuine advantage to coming down into late game areas like this early, or into harder areas early. I wouldn't say this is a late game area, because, I mean, not many areas are, honestly, late game areas. But yeah, they tend to drop a lot more geo for you, so you can start buying things really quickly. Speaking of which, I never showed off Sly's entire inventory. Sly from Deepnest's entire inventory, so I'm gonna be making my way back up there after we get out of this place. And we're gonna see what we can find. Ah! That was a problem. Okay, hello. What, you want me to heal? No thanks, I'm good. It's a waste of energy. I need to save my energy for doing stuff like that. Alright, better watch my soul meter though, because like I'm only this confident because I have a lot of soul. I think I could. I wish I broke that open with my Vengeful Spirit. I don't think Vengeful Spirit does any more object damage than the regular dude. Aha, we got your lord. I never have to kill any of you again, except I will because you'll be in my way all the time. Seriously, shut. Oh my god. I wish I knew how these guys work. They have some interesting system going on where they spawn over time. Springy and vicious, these hunters will try to overwhelm you with numbers in the dark, tight, twisting caverns they carve through the ground. Always be on your guard. Is this... Wait, so Deepnest was carved out by these guys? I mean, they come out of the ground, so maybe they got a bunch of tunnels under the ground that we can't get into. That'd be interesting. It's like, they're freaking huge. How big do those tunnels have to be? There we go. I got down to 1 mask for the second time this playthrough. Technically the third, actually, because I died to demonstrate it. Welcome back to the Fungal Wastes. I was about to introduce this like it was a new area. No, siree, it is not new. Alright, so we have a door back that way. Let's see what's this way. Oh, no! Welcome back into Deepnest! Here to stay! Okay, I can actually catch myself. I could have saved myself there and gotten out of here even quicker, but now I have to go the long way. See you in a bit. If you're wondering why that's there, it's because this is an alternate entrance into Deepnest. If you come this direction in the Fungal Wastes, over this small little area in the corner, you can reveal that entrance and fall down into Deepnest that way. If you come out of there, though, then you'll just, like, be taken right back in. It is kind of weird, but that's how it works. There are ways to avoid it, though. Am I interrupting something? Apologies. This is a one-time encounter with, I want to say, heavy Moskins, something like that. Their attacks are pitifully weak as they just bounce after you a certain number of times. You hit them with the nail until they die, and then hit them with Vengeful Spirit. And then they turn much smaller. Wonder what was giving them all that fluff. Mossy Vagabond. Never mind, they're not like portly Moskins. Defeat 7 more? How am I supposed to kill 7 more? I guess go sit at a bench and come back here repeatedly? Well, what's your deal? You are extremely loud. Oh, radiant being, we are blessed. Your rays touch us, your warmth fills us. Hallownest is born again, united in your blazing image. Oh. Light is life, beaming, pure, brilliant. To stifle that light is to suppress nature. Nature suppressed distorts, plagues us. Embrace light, achieve union. Oh, ah. Yes? You want to tell me more about this beautiful light and how we should embrace it? Light is fun. Lets you see where you're going. It's very useful. What is that stuff coming out of you exactly? Looks a little bit bright. There's a bunch of gas in the background. Is there a gas leak in here? Is this what happens? Is this what happened to Hallownest? Someone in the human world had a gas leak and now it's infecting the ground down here. Interestingly, this ceiling is now higher up. It's closer to the ground the first time you come through this room in order to catch you in this trap and basically ensure you have no ways out of it unless you come here with later abilities. But then after you see that, they raise the ceiling so now you can jump over it if you want. I think this is the only time anything like this happens in the game. Very interesting. Oh, this is a very secret area. It's behind a breakable wall. Now we emerge in this small area of the Fungal Waste. So we look at where we are on the map. We emerge from here, so we must be somewhere around here. And as you can see, there's an opening right there. So that explains where we are. I hear that. There is grub above me! Grub to eat, to save. Yeah, save. You know, sometimes words just slip out of my mouth like that, you know, mistakes happen. Okay. Alright, can I get down on the ground safely this time? There we go. Down here's something special. It's a little hard to do right now, but you totally can. Get to this platform. Get to this. I remember finding this to be the most janky thing on my first playthrough, like... I guess I just didn't know the exact rhythm of the controls, but this can be surprisingly hard to cling onto and wall jump up. But that time, wasn't too bad. Your reward? Another charm. Spore Shroom. For 1 notch. Every time you focus soul and heal a point, it emits a spore cloud around yourself. Enemies who are inside this spore cloud will take 26 damage every 4.1 seconds. If you're wondering why the specific numbers, it's because I guess the wiki doesn't know what the exact damage value per tick of this charm is. But they take a bunch of damage really rapidly, but that damage is a puny amount, and it adds up to 26 damage every 4.1 seconds. It's not very strong in terms of attacks, but it's meant to be like a passive ability that you throw on as you're healing in the middle of a fight that, you know, slowly causes damage over time. I didn't even mean to do that. It just lined up that way. Yep. This is a bucket. I like that there are 2 meme videos out there that involve people going, "This is a bucket." It's like that one Vine of the people on that one show that were like, "Yep, this is a bucket," and then the Team Fortress 2 clip. Is that actually from the game, the "This is the bucket" thing in Team Fortress 2, or is that a fan-made thing? I hope that's from the game. Are there cutscenes in Team Fortress 2? I've never played. Alright, welcome back to this area. As we can see, we climb out of here. This takes us back to this area. If you don't recognize this, this is here. This is the area where, like, you would go into the this side entrance and loop back up. This is the room where you find Cornifer in. This area over here can only be accessed once you have wall jump. So if you end up obtaining wall jump and then come over this way, you can discover that entrance into Deepnest without having to defeat the Mantis Lords to access it. Yet another example of this game having more than one way to progress through it. It's pretty cool. Now that we are back on familiar territory, I would like to check this out eventually, but I think first, I want to head back up to Deepnest real quick, and ooh, I can get that grub, I think. I'll head back up in the direction of Deepnest so we can see the rest of the shop that Sly has, the rest of the stock. Whatever I want to say, whatever I feel like saying. I'm not exactly sure what I feel like saying. But yes, we'll do that, and then we'll come back down into Fungal Wastes for some more exploring. Ooh. While I'm here... Oh, actually, I also know of somewhere else I can go. Remember this? This area down here? We might be able to do something else with it with a wall jump. So, actually, hold off on the Deepnest plan. I gotta go back. Do that little platforming sequence that I forgot to commentate through. I genuinely forgot to talk. I don't know. I have no excuse for that. Get another mask shard. Very cool. And then the doors are ripped open for you to go on that way. Since we're near, I thought I may as well drop some stuff in the bank. I don't really need to keep 2,000 geo on me. Let's go with 600. Cool. Got 800 in there. 1,700. That should be good for for some things I like to buy. Ah, yes, in this room, there's actually this area that I didn't show. I just went right past it. It is filled with spores. If you run past all of them as quick as you can, get to the top, you're rewarded with a Hallownest seal. I sure would love a place to use these many relics I've happened upon. I just blew him up. I just kind of, like, kamikazed that, kind of, except I didn't die. But, you know... It's like kamikaze, but not kamikazeing, you know. Alright. Oh yes, you can also get this, man. Good thing I'm coming back through this place. I would have forgotten about all of this, just barely dash there. And get yet another Wanderer's Journal. You start to, like, pick up so many relics as the game goes. At first it's like, ooh, what's this, Wanderer's Journal? Oh, interesting. What a unique find. And then you'll find out it is far from unique of a find. Back in this area, there's just one of these guys still remaining. He, doesn't lock you in, doesn't drop a charm notch or anything. Pretty much weaker in every way. This sound, he sounds so sad. I have acquired new funds, so I'll take Fragile Heart, and I might put it on one of these times. Might. I do have enough for what's left, but I do want to be careful with spending my money. So I think I'll wait on them.
Are you curious? You're wondering how I make my special gifts. No, don't try to steal my secrets. I'll steal them right back. If you're cruel to me, you'll be sorry.
Lesson learned. You know, I'm not even gonna rest at that bench. I don't feel comfortable. Cloth is now gone from this room, but for some reason, it still mutes the music anytime you go through here. I don't know why. I might say, the Fungal Wastes theme, as good as it is normally, with both its bouncy version and the very nice calming version down in Mantis Village, a lot of it is just this quieter version, and it ends up making the theme kind of worse in my eyes, because so many of the rooms in this area play the quieter version that, like, the regular version of the theme is just kind of is heard less and less as you go throughout the game and as you are, like, rushing through these areas quickly. See, like, this room is another one of those to play the quiet version. I like the rooms that play the quiet versions, but, you know, this place has a few too many of those. If you're wondering, you are not locked out of the Mantis's journal entries after defeating Mantis Lords. You can still attack them. They will fight back, but if you can still attack and kill them in order to get the journal entry if you don't have it. I just recommend doing it before killing Mantis Lords because, or just defeating Mantis Lords, I mean, because, you know, that way you're not literally just fighting them for no freaking reason. You're not, like, murdering them. They won't get mad at you all over again. It's just the one you're fighting will attack back. No need for that. Oh, I still got hit by the freaking trail of smoke. With the Mantis Claw, we can now wall jump all the way up here. What a weirdly shaped platform this is. Hollow Knight does this sometimes. Sometimes, like, they want to create something that feels organic out of just squares and rectangles, and then they have to make stuff like this. Like, what is this platform? What is this shape supposed to be? Not really sure, but in other news, we got a platforming challenge. We got a platforming challenge! Yeah, it's not a challenge unless I'm actually winning at it, you know? Now, do I have to wall jump or can I just do this? Okay, I have to start wall jumping there. I want to see though, like, okay. I have to wall jump here, then... No, okay, then... No, okay. I don't think I can reach the spikes on the other side. And then, like, still get around. I was hoping not to have to jump off the right wall, but whatever. It's fine, it's fine. Hello there. Oh, please, don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh! Who are you? Your face, you're so... I'm sorry, I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. You came to rescue me? Greta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Well, everyone else is dead, that's why you're being ignored. Sorry, when I look at your face, I can hardly... I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry. I mean, thank you. I mean... I better go. Back to town, I mean. I better get home. Good luck with that. You got a long way to climb. I hope you can make it. Just a tip from me to you. Stop by Queen Station. A stag there will take you the rest of the way. That is that. That is all there is to do in that room. We've saved Bretta, whatever that means.
It means we've started a side quest.
So actually, I ended up missing out on an encounter with an NPC in here. If you, I think if you've been down in the lower area of the village, then you circle back around, you enter this part again, Quirrell will be here, and he'll tell you, your nail's kinda weak, you should look for a way to make it stronger, maybe. It's one encounter that I never actually got to see. I wonder if... I think I got it to happen in my blind playthrough, though, so I'll just be putting footage of it here. Damn, those things are fun. Being able to combo off of them like that. Nothing happens if you hit them from the side, by the way. You don't get bounced nearly as far. I kind of wish you did. That way, people would probably catch on to that sooner. They'd try hitting it, and then they'd be like, you're kind of bounced backwards, I guess, but nowhere near as much as when you're bouncing from the bottom. I don't know, I guess maybe that's how they were at first, and then they decided that would be too chaotic and kind of fling you into danger a lot of the time. Long time no see, Elderbug. Been quite a while since I was last up here. That lovely young lass returned to us. I must admit, I'd placed thin odds on her survival. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer, some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. Ori must have passed down below whilst I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I've loved to meet so impressive a bug. Same here. That warrior sounded cool. Right. I think there's new stuff available in the map shop, and there has been for a while, so let's start here. Aha, yes. The remaining 2 markers. Notice in the description, these markers are new additions to the shop. This description was also on the blue and red markers, even though those were available since we unlocked the shop in the first place. Why is that there? It's because these markers were added in the Lifeblood update for Hollow Knight. They were not always present in the game. This one's a little more expensive because the material used is quite rare. That's official lore on that, by the way. So I'll refrain from buying that. That's all the dialogue you have for now. If we go further this way, we can see a new house has opened, and there's also a guy over there. We'll talk to him later. This is Bretta's house, and inside, if you rescue her and unlock it, is a mask shard! The 4th and final one we need to complete a 6th point of health. It's honestly a little early to be completing this, but this is what I felt like doing. So, welcome to my playthrough. I feel like being different. Look, she has a doll of us. How quickly did you make that? It hasn't even been that long. We just talked down below. The white savior, the maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, into despair she fell, until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last, a beautiful being, sharp horns gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up. Grip firm. The end. Kind of an abrupt ending, but a good start. Now you. Pale thing. You wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me, if you dare. Ooh, so threatening. I'm gonna kick your ass, buddy. Hallownest. What challenges await in its ruin? Well, you will definitely not be impressed by the selection of the crossroads. Wait, what? Oh, pressing down interacts with people too. I played this game for 300 hours and I didn't know that. Back to Sly's shop. We can see he has another mask shard, though this one is more expensive. First one was 150, this one's 500. He's also selling Vessel Fragment, which I didn't go over before, but that's what we just got earlier this video. Then, most interestingly, Simple Key. Simply a simple key. I've always liked that description. It's always stuck out of my mind. I have no idea why. It'll fit a variety of locks, which is useful if you like to poke around in places you don't belong. If you remember, at the other end of Dirtmouth, there's a simple lock on a rock that looks like it's guarding the door to a cave. Interesting. Finally, rancid egg. I found this under the counter. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck down in the ruins. I suppose you could buy it. I won't miss its sour odor. May as well. Down to 444. I'll come back for the rest of that because I am too broke to afford any of it now. Let's see our inventory. Yep, rancid egg. Fatty rancid egg of unknown creature. Emits a powerful stench of decay, generally not considered edible. Flimsily made, it breaks after a single use. Wow. Cheaply manufactured for a common design. I'm guessing that was a business in Hallownest, just like selling you a bunch of bad keys that broke, and then every time one broke, you'd have to buy another, and that's how they made their money. Well then, what does this unlock? Use a simple key? The mystery. Or whatever, I don't know. Hi, Herobrine. I didn't realize you were in this game. Oh shit, I'm out of here, goodbye. Yeah, no, just kidding. That's how she likes to greet her customers, though. She just she sits in the corner and then suddenly rushes out in open view. I love that. It genuinely scared me the first time I saw it. Welcome, small intruder. I've been sound asleep in here for some time. Ah, yes. Well, now you've gone and woken me up. It's no matter, I suppose. I might even be able to help you. I am Gigi, and if you have found your way to my chamber, you must need my help. You see, sometimes we leave our regrets behind in the world like black stains. If we don't deal with these regrets, hope starts to drain from us. You have regrets of your own, little one? Let me peer into you for a moment. You don't appear to have any lingering regrets. I'm lucky for you. You don't need the services of one such as I. You seem to be free of regret. You don't need the services of one such as I. Farewell. You seem to be free of regret. You don't need the services of one such as I. Farewell. We're closing. Well, you may have been able to gather it from her dialogue, but if not, then I shall demonstrate. Decided to let a wandering husk do the honors. It's worth noting, because a shade is basically you in a ghost form, they gain new abilities as you progress through the game and you get new abilities. In particular, if this guy starts attacking me, I can should have the ability to use Vengeful Spirits. Okay, he also has the ability to teleport back to the spawn point, apparently. Can't get too far from where the thing originally was. Come on, use it. Use it. You know you want to. You know you want to. Okay, when it starts backing up like this, it's going to use Vengeful Spirit. And there it goes. It also now takes more hits to die. And this is because, okay, it takes three nail strikes in order to die. This is because I have gained a new mask. As your health increases, so does the health of the shades. You're making your own shade stronger by making yourself stronger. It's sadly kind of an unavoidable downside to making progress through this game. That's not all I wanted to show, though, so I had to get myself killed again. Ah, hello again. How have you been faring? Have you come to me because of your regrets? Let me peer into you. Yes, I can see the regrets you've left behind. A dark stain just below us, lost amongst the kingdom's twisting roads and highways. Oh my god, she has unique dialogue for the area you leave the shade in. Wow, I forgot about that. That's so cool. As a service, I can return your regrets to you so they can be dealt with. You want that, yes? Ah, but I am very hungry. Perhaps you'd be willing to part with a load of your food? Sleep for as long as I have, and you build up quite the appetite. This is the one and only place you can use rancid eggs, and the game never tells you this, ever, unless you were to actually lose your shade and come and talk to her. She uses a different currency other than Geo because, well, you just lost your Geo. Why would you be expected to go get Geo so you can get your Geo back? I will enjoy this morsel tremendously. Now, as promised, we will begin the ritual. I mean, the item description said... Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt her ritual. It's kind of funny. She summons the shade into this room so you can fight it one-on-one very easily, like so. Ah, you seem to have made peace with your regrets in a most novel and, dare I say, brutal fashion. What a joy to behold. Farewell for now. I will think of you as I savor my meal. The item description said that thing was inedible, but whatever you want to say. I do recommend coming over and unlocking this as soon as you can, because her services are there in case you drop your Geo inside of a room that is really, really hard to get through, and now it's just stuck there in the middle, and you might be worried that you might die trying to go get it back. You can just come back here, talk to her, have her summon your Sade, you know, and then all will be well. Decided to go in here and buy the final map marker real quick, just because I do have the Geo. I've got the stones for it. Oh, I was just on my way to take care of something else, and I forgot about this encounter. Pale thing, you use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Oh god, you're one of those annoying gamers who despises fast travel. How dare video games include convenient features, am I right, guys? Leave me be, it's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. I have said sometimes in the past, in fact, in this very playthrough even, ooh, lore for Tick-Ticks. I'm sure they have tons of lore involving them that will be very interesting to read about. Anyway, I have even said it myself in this playthrough, like, you don't just get all the features of the map right away, you have to earn your way there. But, you know, I don't mean that to say that any game that just gives you a map straight up is a problem. Absolutely not. Like, I don't think it's a problem that games have conveniences in them. I think that, like, some of that kind of discussion comes from those AAA open world games that flood your screen with markers and things to do, and like you're not really exploring the worlds yourself, but just kind of following icons on a screen, and that I understand. Even then, though, those games can still be enjoyable, and I don't think they're all bad. Now that we know we can bounce along the spikes, we know exactly how to save this grub. I think alternatively you'd have to wait for a later ability in order to save this grub, or at least a later ability combined with bouncing off spikes. Oh, I could have, like, I should have done that. That would have been a much fancier way of doing it. It's very rare that I actually go through this hallway to get on the other side of the crossroads. Why would that be? It's a convenient shortcut, no? Well, let's just say, best to enjoy certain things while you have them. Oh yes, now that we have wall jump, we can actually see what this mysterious light is all about. There's a breakable wall in the way, breakable ceiling, I mean. Geo! Now I sounded like a JoJo character shouting Dio's name. Dio! Something like that. There's yet another one of those trees. Wonder what significance that has. Anyway, came all this way to meet the Grubfather, to greet the Grubfather for the first time in a while. Whee! Whoa. Oh, they're so cute. All of them are so cute. They're great. I apologize to all of these guys for calling y'all worms in my first playthrough of the game. Oh, yes. This is your reward for saving 10 grubs. I've saved exactly 10 grubs, and for it you get Grub Song. Excellent charm here. 1 notch. In exchange for gaining 15 soul every time you take damage. From either an enemy or from a hazard, pretty much anything. There's only one tiny exception with this. Otherwise, though, it's awesome. And for only 1 notch, that is an insanely good effect. This is an excellent charm. I recommend grabbing it as soon as you can, because once you're new to this game, you're gonna want that. Oh, finally, I don't have to kill those guys anymore. Thank you. They all keep a lookout for danger, and when one flies away, the rest do as well. I wonder how it feels to have the protection of a pack. Wow, the Hunter's just outing himself as being friendless. It's okay, Hunter. I relate. Got these guys' lore as well. Volatile Moskin, that's their name. The gas that seeps from their growth smells invitingly sweet, but it will burn through shell and flesh if you get too close. Invitingly sweet. Oh my god! What is happening? When they lunge at you, don't panic. Stand your ground, strike back as they come close. Alright, that one was boring. It's just tips. Just realized I went past what I came here for. Oh, thank you. That was a very convenient respawn location. I'm here for this grub and this grub alone. Oh, wow, wait. Wait. Oh, you can get this grub with dash. I could have gotten it a lot earlier. Okay, well, that's that's fine. Better late than never. Oh, yes. This place. With dash, you can access it. Let's see what we got in here. Just gonna heal up. I'm missing half my health, so may as well. Probably was a good call to heal. Hey there. How you doing, man? This is a not boss enemy. I don't really know. I guess it's kind of a boss. This is known as Massive Moss Charger. It's got 2 ways of charging at you. You can either do it the same way as the others, or it'll leap at you. If it leaps at you, I want to show that real quick. Walk underneath it, hit it as it goes like that. If it charges at you, hit. You can just stun lock it like this. You can keep it in this rhythm until it's dead. I love doing that. It is so much fun. It's made of like 5 of those guys too. Very adorable. I also love sitting here with Gathering Swarm and just watching the Geo orbit around me. There we go. I can pick it up as I go like that. I love stun locking the Massive Moss Charger to death. It's really fun. Otherwise, it can be quite a hard boss. If you rather not risk stun locking it like that, you can always jump over it and pogo off of it with the down strike. Down slash. Not really a strike, I guess. Then again, okay. You'll have to tell me if you'll agree with this, but looking at the designs of the nail, there's nothing up here but a soul token. Okay, fuck off. Looking at the design of the nail, am I the only one that thought like the nail was shaped as like a big cone in a 3D environment, and that you'd be like smacking them with the side of it rather than it being sharp on both sides like a sword. That's always how it looked to me. I just killed those guys for no reason. I'm so sorry. All right, up here we go. We got a geopile guarded by 2 of you. You 2 bozos, got 2 there. Then we got a new area in Greenpath. We're gonna be finding a lot of like special areas and areas we've already been to hundreds of times. That's how Hollow Knight goes. Oh, hello. Oh, well. Here's how you can get soul from these enemies. There we go. Take advantage of that. It's just the sound I make whenever I fall in water. Got a Durandu at the bottom there. Haven't killed one of those guys yet, but that is what they're called. And yet another Gulka. Feels so weird saying these enemy names. There's so many enemies in this game that all have names, so it's really hard to keep in mind. Then this room. This room is weird. Honestly, I'm not really sure what to think of it. In this room, though, oh god, this room requires knowledge of you being able to pogo bounce off these guys' heads in order to make a distance. For instance, that's what you have to do here. A distance. You have to make the distance, for instance. Up this way, chest containing a bit of geo. I'll have my charm grab that all for me on the way. Oh god. I actually didn't really expect to get this distracted with this many side things this video. I was getting ready to wrap it up in entire honesty. Whatever the fuck. There's another grub here. That's 12 grubs saved now. And yes, there are grubs hidden all over the world. It is a game alongside quest. Okay. Got you guys. Bounce off your heads. This is pretty freaking hard, especially because you have to follow these guys. Then, wall jump here. Cool, yeah. With wall jump, you can do a lot more in this area, so that's why I wanted to come here with wall jump. Though once our lands, a pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. Well, sadly, I can't check it out. I can't satisfy my curiosity and check that out because we have that in the way. So that sign is just telling us about a place that we can't go. Thanks. Then up this way, ooh, another soul vessel fragment. Just one more of those. You only need 3 vessel fragments to upgrade your soul capacity, 4 mask shards to get a new mask. That's how that works. And you unlock a shortcut right next to the grub. And that is all you can do here. Yeah, it's just kind of a dead end otherwise. I mean, the vessel fragment is there, but if you come here with the dash, there's even less you can do, because you can't climb the walls or anything. It's a very weird room in that way. It's like, you can get, like, part way through it, and then be blocked off by the huge walls because you need the wall jump. Then you come back with the wall jump, and then you only progress a little bit further, and then are stopped anyway, but given a vessel fragment on your way back out, which is fine, I guess. Oh, before we go down, do you hear that? That very subtle ringing sound. That's the sound that a glowy item makes on the ground. There's an item around here somewhere. I mean, seeing as I've been standing in this one spot, you could probably guess that it's like right above me or something. Yeah, here it is. It's a Wanderer's Journal. Well, damn, that was a lot. I don't think I have these guys' entry yet. 1 second. That was a lot of side topics, and you know what? Even after exhausting all that, there's still places we could check out. That's how open-ended this game is. But I think in the meantime, this area looks mighty important. And now that we have the wall jump, I am most curious to see what is through here. Love me saying, I am most curious to see, because I already know what's in here, and I'd rather us begin with this. Now we can begin this. The bridge is out, as I demonstrated last time, so we have to instead do this fairly challenging platforming section. It is actually fairly challenging. I'm just getting through it really quickly because I played this game 1,000 times. Smack you. Then, gotta fall and then dash. Right here we have the first lever. This is the first checkpoint. So if you ever, like, run out of health dying to the platforming in this area, then, you can just cross the bridge there to get back to where you left off. Break that, and that was the rest. It would have been the rest of it if I had dashed. There we go. That's the rest of it. Oh, the way the bridge appears. That's so cool. That's so satisfying. I love that little animation. It's one at a time. It's so nice. Hey, buddy. You look familiar. A large knight statue. There's a socket on its chest. Insert the city crest, which we got from your lookalike. Why not? place was chained up. The door was chained up. Wonder why. It almost looked like it was gonna crush me. Oh. 'Cause it would've. No way back out. Except to go up here, I guess. Past the thorns. A single geopile. Wow, incredible. Real reason to go up here. There's a delicate floor here. But sadly, we cannot open that yet, so... let's just press on. Deeper inside. Find out where this is. We're starting off with a new enemy. Starting off this mysterious place with a new enemy. These are... bellflies. Right, I remember their names. Get under them, they scream, and explode. These guys are so commonly used from this point onwards. It is crazy how often they appear. But I guess, you know, they're a fun little hazard enemy. More of these regular old husks. Nothing else to see here. Oh. Let's wait a while to fight him. He's strong. He looks strong anyway. He might not actually be strong. You never know. Up here we have quite a beautiful roof there with a really cool looking lever as well. Though that lever was used in other places too. It's still... this place definitely seems important. So important, they have two carts of presumably the same thing being carried here. That's how you know where the important place is. This guy is a Husk Sentry. They, oh god, they swing their nail at you in a variety of ways. They can do it in 3s or 1s, similarly to the Husk Warriors, except they have no shield. They also, like, dodge backwards on occasion. They can be quite rough enemies. But, you know, once you get their attacks down, you know exactly when you can hit them, and stuff like that. As is the case with all explosions in this game, being hit by a Bellfly means 2 masks of damage dealt. Make sure not to let that happen. There's you. There's these barrels. And for these next rooms, why don't I just go silent and let you enjoy the atmosphere? The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder? Or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave's roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. This city presents some formidable foes. I have felt their training quite a few times by now. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I do so love the sound of the rain upon glass. Absolutely. I'll switch out my charms while I'm here. Sorry, didn't mean to swing at you. That is such an incredible way to introduce an area. I love that. the slow build-up with the music, seeing the rain outside the windows and everything, the whole place, like, you know, starting with those mysterious set of empty hallways, and then you see the open place. Oh my god, it's so cool. If only this game was 3D and we could actually see what the view looks like from those windows, because I have to imagine it would be magnificent. Now, we are at the end of this video, and I would like to refrain from exploring any of this place before we end. So, in that case, next time on Hollow Knight, we check out the capital city of Hallownest, the City of Tears. I leave you with the most under-freaking-played music in the entire freaking game, the second half of the City of Tears theme. Enjoy! Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.